The shifting tides of e-commerce, Amazon at the forefront. Global e-commerce faces new challenges in 2025. Supply chains remain notably fragile. Inflationary pressures persist across many major economies. Geopolitical events continue to inject uncertainty into markets. These factors disrupt the once smoother flow of online retail. Even dominant players such as Amazon feel the significant impact. Consumers are exhibiting more cautious spending behaviors. Amazon commands a massive share of the global e-commerce market. However, this immense size also exposes it to vulnerabilities. Global economic shifts directly affect its vast operations. For instance, Amazon's first quarter of 2025 growth slowed to single digits in some key international markets. This slowdown reflects broader economic concerns and changing consumer sentiment. Amazon must navigate these complex challenges with strategic precision. Rising operational costs are a primary concern for the company. Fuel prices, though stabilizing, remain higher than pre-pandemic levels. Amazon is effectively fighting battles on multiple fronts to maintain its market leadership. Navigating new trade winds, tariffs, and operational realities. Tariffs continue to complicate the landscape of global trade in 2025. Many governments have chosen to maintain or even increase import duties. For example, a new 10% tariff on certain consumer electronics imported from key Asian manufacturing hubs was implemented in late 2024. This directly increases the input costs for Amazon's retail operations. It also significantly affects the thousands of third-party sellers on its platform. These additional costs are frequently and often necessarily passed on to consumers. Consequently, profit margins are squeezed across the board for many product categories. Amazon is actively making significant operational changes in response. The company is concertedly diversifying its global sourcing networks. Investment in new, strategically located, and often more localized distribution centers continues at a brisk pace. Some industry reports suggest Amazon is seriously exploring near-shoring options for its popular private label brands. Port congestion, while improved from its peak, remains a periodic issue globally. Amazon actively works to mitigate these potentially costly delays. The Amazon air fleet has seen further expansion by early 2025, adding more cargo planes. The evolving consumer price sensitivity and changing habits. Consumer purchasing patterns have noticeably shifted by mid-2025. Pervasive economic uncertainty makes shoppers demonstrably more cautious. Persistent inflation has steadily eroded the purchasing power for many households. People are increasingly delaying large, non-essential purchases. Consumer spending is progressively more focused on essential goods and services. Discretionary categories such as high-end electronics, luxury fashion, and expensive home goods are experiencing softer demand. Price sensitivity among consumers is currently at a multi-year high. Shoppers are actively and diligently comparing prices across different online stores and platforms. Amazon's Prime Day event in 2025 saw a greater emphasis on deep discounts for everyday household items. There is a clear and accelerating shift towards private label brands. Amazon Basics and other Amazon-owned brands like Amazon Essentials are gaining considerable traction with budget-conscious consumers. Amazon is actively responding to these pronounced consumer shifts. Section 4. Economic ripples, job markets, and inflationary pressures. The current challenging economic climate inevitably impacts job markets. The rapid growth of e-commerce previously fueled significant job creation globally. However, Amazon's intense focus on operational efficiency has noticeably intensified in recent years. Automation within its vast network of fulfillment centers continues to advance at a rapid pace. Streamlining operations is a top priority for the company to effectively control rising costs. This could translate into slower hiring rates in certain segments of its workforce. Small businesses that sell their products on Amazon's marketplace face considerable and mounting pressure. Their own operational costs have also risen significantly. Shipping fees, fulfillment by Amazon service charges, and the cost of advertising on the platform have all increased. Squeezed consumer spending further impacts their sales volumes and revenue. The profit margins for these smaller, often independent sellers are frequently very tight. Some find it increasingly harder to compete effectively against larger sellers or Amazon's own brands. These various disruptions contribute significantly to ongoing inflationary pressures within the economy. Adaptive strategies in this complex and evolving environment.